Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Divine Truth Tarot. I hope that you made it through eclipse season okay. I was definitely going through my own struggles. Some of you who've received private readings from me over the past week or so have been privy to some of that as I shared some of my experiences. But definitely there has been many internal changes that I have experienced and that I think many of you have experienced as well. So I just wanted to do a quick reading here and let you guys know that I'm back and I'm booking out private readings for the week of July 13th. And I have actually all spots available so far for that week, although I'm booked up for all of this week. So if you'd like a private reading with me, if you're interested in either a twin flame reading, a general reading, or a north node, south node reading, those are my destiny readings. It's all about your soul's purpose and your soul path in this lifetime. I can tell you all about that, or you can look at the community tab on my channel. Hi, Frankie. Hi, you're saying hello? Hi, baby. Maybe he'll make his presence known. He's my little ginger kitty. So yeah, if you want more information about my readings, especially North Node, just look at the community tab. I have a description of it. They've been really popular lately, and I think it's very important at this time that we all understand what our purpose is and why we're here, as the collective is going through major shifting and just jumping timelines literally instantaneously. So let's get started and let's find out what is going on post-lunar eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse that happened on July 4th in the sign of Capricorn. Now, this is not just a regular old eclipse. This was the last in a series of eclipses on the Capricorn-Cancer axis that started back in July of 2018. So you want to think back to July of 18. What were you doing? Who were you with? Who were you at the time? What were some of the themes that were going on in your life? What were some of the struggles? And you want to look back on that because those cycles have now closed out. So a lot of us over the past several weeks have gone through massive changes and upgrades. And for many people, that means that there has been a shift in our friendships and our relationships, and again, an internal shift with how we look at the world, our perception of things, and also how we perceive ourselves, and a big upgrade in our self-worth. No doubt about that card. Emotions are running high. You and your loved ones are safe. This one's been coming out a lot for my private readings. So let's talk about these cards, guys. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. This to me is the energy of there's been such a heightened fear response and stress response going on right now. And it's sort of like we all feel like we're in constant fight or flight. So this is the card saying that regardless of what's going on in the external 3D world, in the matrix, you're safe. Cancer is the sign of the mother, the home environment, feeling safe in your home, feeling safe in your space. Cancer the crab, if any Cancers out there, give me a shout out in the comments, because Cancers know that when things are unsafe or when things seem scary in the external world like they are right now, you go inside of your shell and you sort of hide. So this is the energy of saying it's okay to come out of that retreat or that hibernation that many of us, including myself, have been in recently. And it was really, I have a Cancer rising, so I can relate to this very much. But it was really like a protective mode, a protective measure, so that I just didn't want to produce readings over the past few weeks unless, and you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I only want to deliver readings when I'm high vibration, or at least balanced vibration at the least. And I definitely was not feeling that way over the past several weeks. I've gone through a lot of my own fears and doubts regarding a lot of things. So I just wanted to get into a better state, and something shifted last night. I shifted emotionally. All of a sudden it felt like it felt like the darkness left, the darkness from the eclipse, the darkness from all these retrogrades that we have this season. And it felt like a door was opening and the light was finally shining in. So let me know if you guys felt like you were in the void as well over the past week or so, actually more like 2 weeks. And let me know if you felt that shift. And if you haven't felt that shift, I want you to know that it's coming, because it shifted for me last night. Emotions are running high, super moon. So yes, emotions were running high and likely still are running high for many people, thanks to the super moon, the full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn. So depending on where the eclipse fell in your chart, you can look at your rising sign, which is your first house. And then what you do is you look on the astrological chart, and you'll just kind of, like for me, I'm a Scorpio, and it was in my third house of communication. So it made sense to me why I was going through throat chakra upgrades, throat chakra upgrades. See, I'm still going through them, and why I needed to take a break from speaking, because, and I don't know if you can tell, but my voice has changed, and it's definitely a little deeper and it's a little more raspy. So I'm still going through some upgrades. But depending on where it sits in your chart, you will discover the changes and the shifts that are going to be made for you over the next 6 months, which is when the energy will sort of run its course. So keep in mind, you really don't want to, many people were or are triggered due to the eclipse, and some masculines have started reaching out. I'm still in the void space in my connection, but some masculines, and you guys can read the comments, some masculines are coming out of their shells at this time, but it doesn't mean that they're ready or they're healed enough to communicate with you in a healthy manner. And it doesn't mean that you're healed enough to communicate in a healthy manner. So what I'm going to urge you to do is understand that emotions are running high. And if you feel triggered, please step back rather than responding at that time. The masculines, I've gotten confirmation after confirmation, not only from my clients. I have a circle of amazing divine feminine friends, and they've also confirmed to me that the masculines are absolutely really in their own personal hell. They're going through, if your masculine has a karmic partner in particular, or any sort of a karmic situation, they are going through probably the most difficult, challenging time in their lives. And the towers keep coming for them. So if they contact you, it's probably because they're looking for your light. So shine that light, but make sure you have those healthy boundaries. You do not enmesh with anybody, including your divine masculine. We are divine feminines, and you don't want to just give in just for the sake of sort of trying to rescue them. We are not Florence Nightingale. We don't need to rescue wounded birds. What we need to do is hold our light steady, continue to focus on your self-love, and that's what's going to draw in your counterpart to you in a much more productive and healthy and stable manner than if you try to rush in and help them. Many of them are still in denial. Again, I've gotten personal confirmation from friends who have gone through this. If you're feeling guided to communicate, please do so with caution, and please understand that you may not receive the response that you're hoping for. And don't let pride get in the way of your communication. If you are communicating, or if they do reach out, please think before you respond. The masculines never intentionally want to hurt you. And let me just say this. It is my firm belief, my personal belief, through my own experiences and my 40 years of life, that if your quote-unquote twin is abusive in any way, that is not your divine counterpart. That is a karmic partner. And so this includes things like emotionally putting you down, emotional manipulation, of course, any sort of emotional abuse, any sort of physical abuse, those are not acceptable in a divine connection. That is not unconditional love. There will be things that will happen. There will be miscommunications between you and your twin, but there will always be an undercurrent of love. So if you're experiencing anything that doesn't feel like unconditional love, please understand that it's either your divine counterpart is really going through a dark period and doesn't know how to be in a healthy place, and therefore is communicating from a detached or unhealthy place, and they may be communicating from a place of unhealed wounds, or you may be dealing with a karmic partner. And I do feel like a lot of those with karmic partnerships are going to be revealed at this time. And you may have an aha moment that says, this is not my divine counterpart. So I also want to say that those of you who, if there is a situation and there is heavy drug use involved, you really need to stay away from that situation, because it's not just alcohol that lowers our vibration, it's heavy drugs. And I don't even want to get into this energy, but I feel like it needs to be said that if your counterpart is engaging in addiction or you're engaging in addiction, please get help, and please know that this is an actual dis-ease and you can get help for this. And please also know that you cannot raise your vibration when you're doing hardcore drugs. So if your counterpart is engaging in this, it's very important that you don't try to save them. It's important that you allow them to do their healing and their work and support them in love and light from a distance, because that will tap you into that karmic energy, and that is a karmic energy. So if there's not a karmic partner, there could be addiction, there could be gambling, it could be addiction, workaholism. There's lots of different variations, a family member. But I digress. So if there is this energy of pride, and let's say it's kind of like, oh, he or she contacted me, but now I'm gonna wait because they made me wait. That is only going to put a pause on your connection. If your counterpart is reaching out at this time, and they're reaching out to you as the divine masculine and you're the divine feminine, I would really encourage you to make sure that your ego is out of the way before responding, because they're reaching out from a place of, they're reaching out from either places of need. They need the divine feminine. They need your energy at this time. They need your love and support. Or they're really in a place where they are destitute and they're grabbing at straws. So if you attack them, if you come at them in any way, they're going to retreat. It is likely going to send you back into separation, and their pride is going to get hurt, their ego, and they will likely, if you come at them in ego, they're going to mirror you and come at you in ego. So that's just a real sensitive time right now, guys, to be engaging with your counterpart. So please just be mindful. And I'm also being told, please only go by your own advice. So nobody else knows if this is your twin flame. Nobody else knows the true intimacy of your connection, or the true meaning of your connection. Nobody else knows. Nobody else can tell you what to do. So go with your own gut instinct over my reading, over someone else's reading, over anyone's reading, or any psychic or any advisor or any intuitive. Go with your own gut instinct. You have your own set of guides. You know yourself. You know your connection. And please understand that you know best. That's very important right now, to be discerning for divine feminines. Let go of the weight of the world. Healthy boundaries are required at this time. Understand that the divine feminines are carrying a lot of the collective anger and fear and pain at this time. Not just your counterparts. It's now the collectives. So many feminines will either go into this void space to sort of protect themselves and to put a shield around themselves, like I have done over the past several weeks. And then the other feminines will go into this sort of Florence Nightingale role, where they're just trying to save and fix everyone, and including their counterpart. And that is really going to drain you of your vital energy and your life force, your chi. So please make sure that you're asking Archangel Michael for protection in your dream state and also in your 3D waking state when you're going to be around anyone or having any conversation at this time. Big picture thinking, Pleiadian energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Many of you are getting inspired ideas in the dream state, in the 4D state. Many of you may be experiencing astral traveling. Many of you may be experiencing visions of what the future will be for you. This is real. These are visions of your actual future, so trust them. The Pleiadians are very close right now. Our star brothers and sisters of the Pleiadian family are very close to us at this time, and they're assisting us with this part of our mission. So understand that, the Pleiadians are here to offer unconditional love, but they're also here to help us raise our vibration and our consciousness, and to raise our thought process to that which allows us to really step into our power and step into a place where we truly believe that we can be successful and abundant. Activated Earth. Many of you are going to be called to travel to places at this time, ley lines. Okay, this is about doing your grid work. Trust where you're led. So if you're being led to places, the mountains, the beaches, the rivers, certain cities, at this time, go there, do those things, plan those trips, because there's a reason that your soul is being led there. And if you're being called to ask a certain person to go with you, a friend or a soul family member, please do so, because your energy is going to grid in that particular area and your soul is leading the way. So trust your soul, trust your path, trust where you're being led. Earth School. Yes, guys, I know it's heavy. I know it's hard. I know it's dense right now on Earth. I feel it too. I understand. There's a sense of sort of Piscean escapism that wants to happen right now for many of us light workers. We just want to break, and many people just want to break from the connection, and it's not possible. And so many of us are sort of just really stepping into higher realms of planting the seeds for the future. But remember that as you step into those higher realms, not to escape, not to practice escapism, because it's important that you came here to Earth, you came here to learn these lessons, you came here to study, and you came here to grow your soul. So please just make sure that you balance out the 5D with the 3D, and you balance out the physical with the spiritual. And I'm going to pull one more card. The balance is really called for at this time. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So this is all about you letting your freak flag fly. I can't believe I got that out without getting tongue twisted. Letting your freak flag fly and letting yourself just be whoever the fuck you are, and just be yourself and own it. Be your own courageous self. Do not doubt yourself at this time. You are stepping into your true, authentic power. If people are falling away out of your life right now, let them. If experiences are falling away, let them. If memories are fading, let them. If you're feeling further away from your counterpart at this time, let that happen. You will be led back when the time is right, when the energy is aligned. Please trust the process. I'm going to end it here, guys. I'm sending you guys so much love to your heart, from my heart to your heart. I'm so loving the personal readings that I've been able to do for clients, and I really am loving the North Node readings as they really place people in their power, and it really assists you with understanding your soul's true potential. Your North Node is all about your destined path and where we're meant to go in this lifetime and what our soul chose. And your South Node is all about your past and your karmic past, but it's also the gifts that you brought into this lifetime with. So I go into detail. It's about a 50-minute reading, and it goes into great detail in regards. So I pull cards, and I also intuitively discuss your North Node and your South Node. We go into detail about what that means for you and how you can best step into that energy, how you can deal with the karma, how you can deal with your gifts, how you can bring those out, how you can really learn to live your life by the guidance of your soul instead of the fated path of what humanity, the world, society, your parents expected of you. But this is about really following your path. And I'm really feeling called to do these readings right now because of the direction that the world is taking and because of exactly where we are at this time. So this is a very divinely guided reading that I'm offering. So I would love to do a reading for you. Thank you guys so much, just endlessly, for your support. It means so much to me. Thank you for hanging in there over the past few weeks while I've been a little quiet, allowing me time to rest and allowing me time to really grow myself. I'm doing this path right along there with you guys. I'm right there as a sister in arms. So sending you lots of love, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. Take care.